No, I had a few accordions that he'd left me. But the really important one was the last one that he played on the vaudeville stage. And that, I think, dates from about 36, I think.
Yeah.
And it had his name on it.
Right.
He had a name on it.
And
And
I
there's a
believe-
whole story behind that that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Why did I do that?
So I mean, it's just amazing how this all came together. I went to Dick and Tino's funeral, who was a dear friend of mine. He was the famous guy after your father. It was your father's fame, then Dick's. I went to his funeral in Vegas.
And of course, I knew him.
Right,
my
and you
dad,
knew him, your
and he
dad
came
knew
in
him,
with Dick
your
lessons.
dad taught him. It's
Yeah.
just this great connection,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Dick and Tino did some teaching for me on
Yeah, I've
stage.
got pictures of myself at dinner with Dick,
With
and,
Dick.
his father and mother.
So I left there with Joe Cairo, and we somehow were talking about, he mentioned you. And I said, well, that's impossible, because I'm a history guy. I would have searched for you. I just never thought, why would I search for you? You have to be dead.
Yeah.
You would have been dead 30, 40 years ago.
Exactly.
And then here we are. And now why
Well-
do I have the honor to
Well,
get
you-
this accordion?
The phone rang and you were on it. And I didn't know who you were. I'm not really an accordion aficionado. I'm not sitting on the websites and listening to everybody play because I have my own prejudices
Right.
about the accordion. And you said, you know, you want to see me. So we hooked up. Before that, I got online, YouTube, and I started listening to you. And I realized that my dreams of the future of the accordion had come true. I realized that I'd found somebody that I felt had the ability to carry the accordion into the future, and that my father would appreciate, because we don't want to get into rapping other people about where it went and who and so forth. But let's face it, it never reached that pinnacle again. It never did. And it went downhill. It went into the broom closet of musical oddities. Seriously. And when I heard you play and I heard you talk about how you felt about the instrument and what you wanted to do, I had to meet with you. I had to see you. When I met with you, you answered all the questions I had. And it made me a fan. And it also put me in a position of where I knew what I was going to do with the information I had about the accordions that I had, and the history. I knew that I could impart that to you. When you told me your father was a fan of Guido Deiro and Dick, and that you were a fan of Dick, and I knew Dick personally, and I know what my father did with Dick, and I know all about Dick's history from the first time he went on the Horace Hyde Amateur Hour till he won it. I mean, I was listening to him every week as a child. So we hooked up and we became friends, and I became your fan. And I also thought that my father was sitting on my shoulder, kicking me in the butt or kicking me in the ear, telling me, do with this guy. Do it with this man has the ability to change not only in America the idea of the accordion, but the world. When I found out that you had won these 3 different world championships in 3 different genres of the accordion, and I listened to you, the one that was really touched me personally was the one in Finland.
Yeah.
Was that one. I mean, when you played Caravan, the hair on my arms stood up. I just loved it. And I was not a huge jazz accordion aficionado. Not. And so that's where it went. We've been friends, and I think you're the future of the accordion. Your playing is on a level that my father's jaw would drop listening to you. And it's just another world. It has nothing to do with the old timers. It's got nothing to do with, there's no relationship there at all, except showmanship, you know, what you're doing. The accordion sounds different in your hands. The chord progressions, the interpretations, the virtuosity. First class, Cory, 100%.
Well, Guido, thank you so much for that. That means the world.
And it was a pleasure to gift you with my father's accordion.
Well,
last one.
I will play it
And
and treasure it
furthermore,
forever.
I really enjoyed you providing the entertainment at my 80th birthday party at the Italian American Club. Everybody loved it.
That's my pleasure. My honor, my pleasure. And I will play that accordion as long as I'm on the planet.